Okay, hi guys, Michael the Comic Nerd here. We've got a big group here today. We just got out of Warm Bodies. We have the ladies in the back. We got Alysa and Sarahnade in the back, and we got fucking Chris here. You want to introduce yourself, fucking Chris?
I'm the guy who got sick when I went to go see Hansel and Gretel, and in my half-asleep, NyQuil-induced state, I didn't call them to tell them that I wasn't going to make it.
So we were a little pissed at the time.
There was alcohol involved.
No, does NyQuil have alcohol?
Yes, that's how it makes you pass out.
Okay, well that explains that then.
Well, I was also drinking, but...
At 11, like noon? Okay, whatever. So we just got out of Warm Bodies, and this was an odd little movie.
You thought it was odd?
Well, it is. I mean, it's a very unique.
It wants to be
premise.
quirky, like.
Well, I mean, it was to an extent. It's just a very odd movie. I don't really know how I felt about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I expected this movie to really suck, but then I saw the director was by the director of 50/50, which.
Oh, which is a great fucking movie.
It really. I had low expectations for 50/50, one of my favorite films of the year. Not this year,
Fair
obviously.
So what do you guys think?
I liked it. I thought it was kind of an interesting contrast of genres. It was a horror movie that wasn't too horror-ish. It wasn't taking that aspect too seriously, but there were a few suspenseful moments. Spoiler alert with the skeletons.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of spoilers here.
You have your
as I'm sure
atypical love story movie, but twisted with the idea of a zombie apocalypse.
Alright, speaking of spoilers, you guys should know this is based after William Shakespeare's famous classic play,
Romeo.
Measure for Measure.
Touche, well played.
With R as...
How far can you take this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
When they got to the balcony scene, I kept on thinking Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that's kind of... It wasn't very subtle.
No, it kind of whacked you over the head with it.
It was like the main character's name is R, and the other character's name is Julie. So
when we got to the balcony scene, I pulled everybody. It's like, they should have called this movie Subtle Bodies.
I remember him saying that. Yeah.
It was...
Okay. Yeah, so for those, a brief run through for the story, most of you probably already know from the trailers. That's pretty much all it really is.
It's also based after a book, which apparently was kind of a hit, too.
Was it based on a book?
What book?
Apparently. Warm Bodies.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Original title.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically about a zombie played by Beast from X-Men named R. That's because that's the only letter of his name he can remember. And it's basically about him...
Wait. I thought...
Kelsey Oh, you're talking about First Class?
Yeah, I'm talking about First Class.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I would have loved to see Kelsey Grammer.
That would have been a much better movie.
Yes.
It's like,
and even then, this wasn't a bad movie. Like, I mean, I didn't know what to think about it either when I going into it, but it's like I liked it more than I thought I was going to.
This or movie 43?
Oh God, Lobotomy is better than movie 43.
This or Hansel and Gretel?
Fuck, I'm now on movie 43 again. Like Vietnam flashbacks.
Movie 43 or Hansel and Gretel?
Oh, Hansel and Gretel. Looks Oscar-worthy in comparison.
But back to Warm Bodies.
Back to Warm Bodies, yes. So it's basically about a guy named R who finds Julie during a hunt, like a raid, and they fall in love. That's pretty much the basics of the story.
Well,
and John
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
With her.
Yeah, he takes her to his home, which is an airplane, and he's kind of a kleptomaniac. It
was just so weird, just to say a zombie kleptomaniac.
Yeah. Yes, a zombie kleptomaniac. That's what I was thinking when they went into the house in the suburbs and he found something on the entry table and put it in his pockets. It's a zombie klepto.
Oh, I didn't even think about it that way. I'm like, wow, what the fuck is he doing? But
yeah, Jesus. All I could think of at the beginning first, like, for a zombie, he's surprisingly well spoken. Not to mention, like, actually knows how to work a record player and open an airplane cockpit.
Props to him for keeping vinyl alive.
Yes.
But he has the most shitty classic rock taste in music, so.
Well,
that's subjective.
80s.
I think it proves that Guns N' Roses fans are all mindless zombies.
Oh, them's fighting words, Chris.
Oh, he just went there.
So speaking of the zombies, is that they go out of their way to say that they aren't really zombies. It's more, what was it? Corpses, yeah.
Corpses. It's like
corpses and skeletons.
Words. They kind of like say this for laughs in the movie, but it's like corpses is just a label we gave them for a lifestyle we don't know.
Oh yeah, like there's some parts I wasn't sure.
Preachy.
I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like, but some parts like I wasn't supposed to be taken seriously or played for laughs.
I think that part was supposed to be for laughs, but I actually do like the idea that When it comes to a different take on zombies, have you ever noticed that 95% of them are like the 28 Days Later type zombies where they're just fast and strong?
Yes.
A little bit.
This
At
actually
least
was
lately.
like, yeah, this actually was like, they're just humans who just like, we eat other people and we, like all our senses are dulled and everything, which,
And
the fact that they go back, it's like, that's kind of cool actually. a little
and
bit.
it was kind of a throwback to the classic zombies, like the Night of the Living Dead style, with them being slower. So I actually
Yeah.
appreciated that.
Except for when they fought, like I think
Yeah.
they realized like, well shit, people want fast zombies.
Yeah, that's.
We better have a fight scene here.
I thought that was kind of weird because they said like the there's two kinds of zombies. There's the corpses and there's the bonies, and the bonies are like are supposedly like people who gave up. And it's like they're really spry for people who gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they are running like marathon sessions down these
There's
hallways.
the hipster zombies and then the PS2 enemies. That's pretty much the kind of the zombies
Okay.
they have in there.
Like what are the PS2 zombies?
What
The
are the
slow
hipster
one.
zombies? I'm-
No, the bonies. They look like they came right out of like Final Fantasy 12 or something.
I was thinking more Left 4 Dead, but I didn't play Final
Well,
Fantasy
maybe
12,
if they
so-
had
should-
better special
should-
effects, then
Purple.
they
Wow,
wouldn't
when you
PS2
hate
zombies.
Final Fantasy game.
No, I love Final Fantasy. I'm just saying 12 was like the worst.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why I said 12 and
Yeah.
not like 10 or something.
They were trying to go for like a new fighting style.
I'm gonna roll down the windows a little bit. It's hot.
Okay, no, let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's not turn this into a Final Fantasy.
Okay.
All right, back to warm bodies.
Yeah,
That's okay. If you watch
as
one,
we're
like-
becoming warm bodies in the car, because it's actually
yeah, it's actually
warmer.
pretty hot in here, so we roll down the
I
windows.
can
Some people are
see
gonna hear us
Michael
yelling.
perspiring from here. Anyways, okay.
It's that bad.
I'm
Okay.
perspiring too.
You know, it's okay to say sweating.
Schwitzing.
Okay, anyway, back to the movie. So, where do we even start with this? Like,
How about the concept of, you know, human emotion and
Being
I think that was a
pure.
pretty big theme.
yeah, like zombies feeling emotions, and it's progressively as they get
Getting dreams back.
as getting dreams back, getting killed. But I
Memories.
thought that was actually done pretty well.
Oh, I love that scene. That scene was probably like my favorite part in the movie.
What, the dream? Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
like there's a part in the, part halfway through the movie where he's becoming more and more human the more he spends time with Julie, and there's a part where he screams for like the first time in years, and it's like oh, it's worth noting that he ate the girl's ex-boyfriend at the beginning of the movie.
And when you eat them, you gain
Their memories.
Yes.
and
When you
stuff.
eat their brain, which
Yeah.
I thought my
Yeah.
brain called bullshit on that, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. But yeah, so halfway through the movie, he finally dreams, and you see like the main character, her best friend, and then the ex-boyfriend, and the,
which he ate.
which he ate,
Yeah.
and that's probably
Poor
had the
Dave
biggest
Franco.
laughs on there, because I don't know if it was supposed to be taken seriously, or if it was played for laughs.
what part?
Well, it's like the part where he goes, like, this is right after he confesses to her that when he finally learns how to speak full sentences, that he ate her boyfriend, pretty much.
By showing her
A piece of his brain.
no,
That was the watch.
The
Oh, that was
watch.
watch. No,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking piece of
Which,
brain.
on a side note, she wasn't really too upset about it. Apparently, she was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's just like, oh, I knew.
She did kind of take the passive aggressive approach by literally turning her back to him.
No, I was thinking, I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
She did take it rather well. I mean, that's one messed up life if you're not all that shocked.
It's like, oh, well, he was kind of a douchebag, so I guess I forgive you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I think that scene was funny, but I'm really surprised by how straightforward they played most of the movie.
Yeah.
They
Like-
did, yeah, like, especially since the
Especially-
trailers made it seem so tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. I think that's more of a case of, well, because obviously trailers are put together from pieces that they just get from the movie.
Yeah.
This is how trailers are made. They don't see the movie.
Yeah, obviously.
In like 99% of the case.
More often than
So,
not.
I think because 50-50 was a really funny black comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yes. I
Do you have any idea?
think they were
50-50?
trying to,
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I think they were trying to do that, but at times they're just like, oh, well, this is just too silly. But then I'm like, oh, no, it's too silly. That's why it's going to be funny. You played straight, and parts
some
like that
cases,
didn't
like-
work for me.
Some cases that can work, like Hot Fuzz, for example. Like, all the actors played a very straight face, and that made it
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
I think that's an entirely different thing.
That is an entirely different movie, but just speaking on like straight face kind of comedy, I think that's probably my
Well, I think
favorite.
that's how Hot Fuzz was written. I don't think that's how Warm Bodies was written.
no,
No.
I
I think
agree
that's
on
how.
that.
I think it was a choice by actors and director.
Mhm.
I don't think it was that way in the script.
Yeah, I probably have to agree on that point. It's like like the trailers, it makes seem really tongue-in-cheek because at its core, it is kind of a silly concept.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, it's
very.
Like the zombie virus being cured by the power of love, using Care Bear logic,
Like-
essentially.
I wouldn't mind that. Like if it wasn't something that they kind of like built up to like this dramatic moment with them. Just like maybe you should just realize that it's kind of stupid and just roll with it.
Well, there are some parts where you kind of like even everyone kind of realize like, yeah, when you say it out loud, it does sound kind of stupid, doesn't it? Like there's a part 2/3 of the way through the movie where like the zombie sneaks into the city and she meets up with the girl and her best friend.
Oh god.
And he goes, we need to get him to John Malkovich. I don't remember the character's name. But he goes,
okay,
we need to give him a makeover.
Oh, and
And,
Pretty Woman. The Pretty Woman.
yeah, and they start playing Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
And I was like, oh my god,
And then
they're
they
not
just kinda
seriously
made
doing
the thing-
this.
I mean, if they were gonna do Pretty Woman, they should have done it all the way. I
Yeah,
kinda wish
right?
they
Maybe.
did.
And
Then
it's
it
like,
would've worked.
could you change the song? But it's funny. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like just keep it playing.
Yeah.
Just like commit, damn you.
I was really thinking of Clone High. If anyone's ever
I-
seen Clone High.
No, I've not seen that
Oh
one.
my god.
At that scene,
Makeover. This is for you guys.
for all 5 of you that seen
At-
it.
at that scene, I kept
I
on
should have
thinking
been
of a song from the 90s called Makeover. That starts off, oh, make me over. 90s rock reference. But yeah, Pretty Woman didn't quite work for that.
I felt like if they committed to it.
Yeah.
I mean, M83 is cool. I love M83. I just didn't feel like it went.
Yeah.
They were going too contemporary. I was just like, come on.
You know, oddly enough, I cared more about the best friend more than I did the main character, the best friend zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, not the best friend girl, like the best friend
Marcus.
zombie. Marcus.
Yeah,
Marcus
Marcus.
the zombie. I loved him. I thought he was cool.
If the entire movie was like that kind of humor, then I think
Yes.
it would have worked a lot better than
Yes.
Well, it's like,
happened.
even then, he had kind of the more tender moments in the movie.
He did.
Like,
he really did.
Like, there's a part, like, after, like, they leave to go on their own merry adventure, the love virus, I'm gonna call it, gets spread to all the other zombies, and there's this great little
That
moment
was a great scene.
where Marcus is, like, staring at a picture on the airport wall
and
with,
then
like,
he starts to dream.
yeah, and, like, where people are holding it, and he starts to, like,
remember stuff.
Yeah.
like, he gets memories back. I was like, that was a really good moment.
It was.
And I was like, wow,
And
I
then-
want to know his story.
And then like when they meet up, after Julie
like, leaves him
abandons.
up for
Straight
good
up
reason,
abandons.
like, leaves him after she finds out.
and then
he
they
ate his
find
wife.
him, and then like they're saying, he says like, "Bitches, man."
That was
then-
hilarious.
Yeah, but
That
then he
was-
goes like, "Are you okay?" And then he goes, "No," and like he gives him like this zombie hug.
It's like,
no,
It was like,
you know,
oh yeah,
zombie
no, he gives him the
comfort,
zombie
like-
hug. He does like this. He's like,
That was the
Yes.
funniest fucking part of the
and
movie.
then
it was.
and
It
then like
really
he tells him
was.
it's like they're looking for you. Well, the skeletons, the Final Fantasy enemies, are looking for them. Like there's. That's where you see the more growth. You see more growth with him than you do with R, who's supposed to be our main character.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, and it's like, and he has the best fucking moments in this movie too, like the bitches, man. That made me laugh harder than anything else in the movie.
Oh, wait. There was something that happened in the theater that made us
Oh,
all
yes.
laugh pretty
Oh my
hard.
Okay.
god, that was so
Let-
cute.
let- let's-
Adorable.
Okay, let's give some context. There's
Okay,
there's a little baby, like someone brought their kid to a zombie movie, like
Yes.
no more than like 2 or 3. In the back, and you were kind of like making little kid sounds in the movie, and there's a part
Where
what was the line?
Julie's like, "Well, you didn't eat me," and then this little
then
kid goes, "Or me."
And we just
Oh,
started,
so
Meredith starts
cute.
bursting out laughing.
and we just started
The
busting
whole
up.
theater just laughs and it was like, "Ha ha!" Just like all at once.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie experience
Yeah.
for us. Although,
Okay, I actually heard something else. I thought you said "eat me" as loud as you
too.
could. which
me too. That's what
which actually
I heard
I heard.
"Or me." I heard "Or me."
I heard Ormy.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
yes, but there weren't too many other people in the theater because it is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, which means we're all getting
Oh,
Howard like the
yeah,
next
I
half
forgot
hour.
about that.
Yeah.
Because these people have plans. I don't have any plans because I don't watch football.
That's not a
But
plan. That's just
Yeah, I have work later tonight though.
Yeah, but that definitely added to the theater going experience. What
Yeah.
was the toddler saying "eat me" or "me," whatever the case was.
This is why I love theaters.
I know, right?
oddly enough, there's more people for Hansel and Gretel than there was for this movie.
Wow.
So
Well, you have to keep in mind that most Americans are stupid.
Yes.
Whoa. Hey, our viewers.
Hey,
are-
except our viewers.
Yes, because our viewers are intelligent enough to watch these videos.
Exactly, yes. So keep watching, subscribe, and like videos. Okay.
Nice promotion there, right?
Yes. No, I thought that was subtle. Just like the balcony scene.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yes.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ripped out the balcony scene for Romeo and Juliet. And, like,
Julie and R.
Yeah. And John Malkovich was surprisingly boring in this.
Well,
Yeah.
he was just being John Malkovich.
Now, being John Malkovich is him in red.
Oh,
okay,
no.
that's being John.
like that.
Oh, I see what you did
what you
there.
did there.
That took me for seconds.
Um,
Longer than I'm a little ashamed, actually. But,
I got it.
actually, I liked him. I didn't like his character.
His character wasn't. There wasn't much to him.
His character.
That's why his
was-
character, and then he's just like,
was
"Oh,
pretty
okay, my
much-
heart's changed."
Yeah, well, even then, it doesn't really make
Yeah.
much sense from a logical standpoint. 'Cause it's like, dude, you're having a conversation with a zombie. That alone should tell you something has changed.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, isn't that kind of a dick
I would still
giveaway?
keep my gun drawn. Don't get me wrong, but I'd be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. John Malkovich was kind of a one-track-minded douche in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty much the equivalent of the police sheriff in Amazing Spider-Man, essentially,
yeah.
like Dennis Leary.
Although I like Dennis
Oh my
Leary
God.
better
We're
in
going
that
back to that
than
movie.
I like that movie. That's a whole
Oh.
other topic.
me too.
If they had showed scenes of Julie's mom getting killed, like I
That might have
felt
added
more
something.
sympathy
Yeah.
towards-
Yeah. I
Like if it
agree.
was like something really bad where he's just like, "I can't shoot you, but I have to." Like maybe.
Yeah, but and
Maybe?
again, this isn't that kind of movie. It's an hour-and-a-half romantic comedy about zombies, which is a sentence I never
Yeah.
thought I'd say.
That's technically what Shaun of the Dead is romantic comedy with zombies.
Or Zombieland. Zombieland, much better movie.
Yeah.
But,
I really
Whoa,
like
wait.
Zombieland.
Better than Shaun of the Dead?
well, my much better Shaun of the Dead. I like Shaun of the Dead. I personally prefer Hot Fuzz out of the two, but
Well,
Oh, me
obviously,
too.
Hot Fuzz is the better movie.
yeah, true. I love Edgar Wright, but we're getting off topic.
Can't wait for Ant-Man.
Oh, Ant-Man's gonna be fucking amazing. Which, again, a sentence I never thought I'd say. You know, when they're finally making that movie.
What is it?
Edgar Wright's writing the script for the Ant-Man movie, which is like the only Avenger so far not to get his own movie
Ah.
because it's about a character. who
Only
could-
of the founders.
yeah, only one of
Like,
the founders.
You can count like Wonder Man and Vision and She-Hulk. They're never gonna get their own movies.
No,
Despite
God, no.
the fact that She-Hulk movie would be amazing if done right.
She-Hulk, would probably, if anything, will probably be supporting cast when they eventually make another Hulk movie, which you know is coming after like popularity the Hulk got after the Avengers. But,
Yeah.
Although it took them 3 actors to get the Hulk right.
yeah.
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo was by far the best one.
Which one?
I
your
hated
favorite
Edward
one?
Norton.
Oh.
I hated Edward Norton as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, but I like Edward Norton alright. He was doing the Edward Norton act, and Mark Ruffalo was much better.
Yes.
I liked Mark.
Yeah, Mark was good. We're getting off topic though.
Yeah, when we're talking about warm bodies, back to
Warm
the
bodies and
balcony
zombie
scene.
movies.
The one thing that I was really surprised they didn't do, because his name is R, which we all know stands for Romeo.
Yes.
That's what
Let's
came
not kid
into
ourselves.
my head.
When we get to the balcony scene, I just thought like, okay, whatever. Like, it's like, hey, do you remember your name R? It's like, no, I don't. It's like, why don't you
this
choose
was-
a name?
This was towards the
I was
end.
like, if he said Romeo, I would have literally said, fuck you. to the screen. Like,
Even with the little kid in the back.
it was really bordering that level of like.
Like, okay, based on, I'm kind of curious what you guys' thoughts on this, because what do you think of the acting from the main guy?
For R?
Yeah, for R. What do you think of his performance?
Well, he was playing a zombie that they don't typically have much expression, so he was kind of dead-faced, playing a dead-faced character.
I normally really dislike voiceover because I think it's a lazy way
Oh,
to
he's
tell
just
the
gonna bring
story.
that up. Oh
but,
my god, it really made the movie.
but it really, yeah, just
Yeah.
really
Those
made
are
this
probably
movie.
some of the more smartly written
And-
parts of the movie.
I actually really
Yeah.
liked the opening narration. I thought that was a very clever way to draw the audience in.
Even if it did have like a why can't I connect to people? And it's like, alright, it's because I'm dead. It's like, wah,
Okay,
wah.
that
Yeah.
part, like, he had some really stupid or corny one-liners in there, but for the most part, I actually thought that was a really
Yeah, that is
a really good use of a voiceover, which I don't say.
It did lead us to legitimately good good laughs to it. Like the
Holy
part toward
shit.
yeah, yeah. There's a part where again, once he starts to become human again, there's a part where like they come out of the rain and they find a urban house to shack up at, and it's like these clothes are too cold from the rain.
These
I gotta
clothes are
take them
still-
off.
These clothes are still soaked through. I'm gonna lay them out
and laid him out to dry, and she starts stripping, and the guy's just like, holy shit. But in a monologue.
Shit. My thought is, like, if you have food in that house, don't you have clothes?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Even if it's not your house, if there's food in there, there are clothes in there.
You know, I actually didn't think of that, maybe because I was thinking the same thing as a zombie.
Oh, you thought she was hot, huh?
Well, yeah, she kind of had the Kirsten Stewart face going on, but she was still hotter. Did anyone else notice that? She looked kind of vacant through most of the, like, got the Kristen Stewart acting, which is like she smiled occasionally, which makes her a little better.
Yeah,
But
actually,
really,
now that you mention it.
like, I did think Nora was a lot funnier than Julie.
which was Nora the best friend?
Nora's the best
She
friend.
had better
Okay.
lines than Julie. Julie was more serious, and Nora's just like.
Although, again, she kind of took the whole I'm falling in love with a zombie thing pretty well, too. Not like, okay. Like, call the police.
I know this kind of goes with the point of the movie, but I was actually really impressed with how they conveyed the zombies feeling.
Yeah, they did that really well. I mean, this movie is really well paced, all things considered.
Yes.
I mean, obviously,
I really liked that about it. It's paced well. It doesn't take too long. It goes at a decent rate.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, it does feel very fleshed out. Like, it's all...
Nice word.
Not what I was going for, but...
The zombies are well fleshed out.
Puns. Hilarious. Okay. Yeah, but like, for only an hour and a half movie, this was really, like, it knew how to use the time accordingly. It could expand on a few things, like it could have used more background with John Malkovich, this character, and stuff like that. But overall, for what it was, I thought it was actually
like
decent.
15 minutes away from being more of a complete story.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, not that the story isn't complete in a sense, but I think it would have been, I'm not going to say fleshed out.
Except you just did. But.
Yeah.
What do you guys think if the main character was more developed? Because I feel like Dave Franco's character, I know more about Dave Franco's character than
Which one's Dave Franco?
Perry?
the ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh. I just know him as the douchebag from Scrubs, so
That worked.
so I was like, I didn't like him, and pretty much, like, you kind of know that character immediately is going to die as soon as the zombies walk in. He has that attitude of that, just like, oh yeah, he's
Well,
fresh.
I mean, you see them together in the trailer. You see R and Julie in the trailer, and then he's her boyfriend, but you never see him in the trailer, so...
Yes, again, so you kind of knew he was going to die.
Yeah.
And plus, like, she tried to extend her hand to him, and he was just like, meh.
Yeah.
But Admiral Curry's character was surprisingly fleshed out. That being said, I still didn't like it. God damn it!
It's catchy.
He had more of a
Just
reason-
like the love virus. It's
He had
catchy.
more of a reason to hate zombies on sight than John Malkovich's
Yeah,
character.
because they showed it. Like, they actually showed, like, his dad dying halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
You're only told the word of mouth of a...
And it was done all through flashbacks.
Yeah.
Again,
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Flashbacks, another thing I really fucking hate in film, but this actually...
It worked effectively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but, like, it got the job done. It wasn't
Exactly.
like this stupid thing where I'm like, why? Why can't you just explain this? But... And, like, it wasn't really played out either. It was when he was eating... when R is eating his brains, he starts getting his memory, and then he sees his father die.
Yeah.
And then he sees his last memory, which is R just
Killing
about
him.
to... Yeah, R, they dragging him down and killing him, and then... He just realized, oh shit, what have I done?
Yeah, and that disgusts him, and again, that was a
Yeah.
good moment.
It
Yeah, that was a great moment.
I actually appreciated it when he spat that piece of the brain out. Yes.
Again, a sentence I never thought I'd say, or hear.
Yes, it was gross, but it showed that he was getting a conscience back, and he was ashamed of his own behavior.
Yeah.
And again, you can kind of tell this movie kind of wanted to be an R, because all the violent, like, beheadings and all that stuff are done, like, kind of sort of off screen.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like it's obviously trying to get a PG-13 crowd in there, but it wants to be more violent.
And they got their one obligatory F word in a PG-13 film.
What part was that? I forgot.
Where it's like, will you help me find her? And then, like, the zombies he's like, they say, fuck yeah.
Again.
That was the only line from Marcus I didn't like. Because it was, like, the obvious, like, we need to put the F word in here so people know we're fucking serious.
Well, it's again, kind of dramatic. It's kind of like Wolverine in X-Men First Class, where they walk in, it's like, go fuck yourselves, and then they walk out.
I actually kind of like that.
I like that part too, actually. Like, it applies. He's an X-Men. It counts. Okay.
Okay. Did the skeletons remind anybody else of the Death Eaters from I Am Legend?
A little bit?
Yeah,
Now that you mention
that's
it?
kind of what I was saying. It's like they felt like they couldn't write the zombies one way, so they had to have the other.
Both ways.
Yeah, but I think it works because now it gives them something to like really focus on the zombies and humans together because they'll eat anything with a heartbeat. And once the corpses started feeling the heartbeats, then the skeletons were starting to attack them also.
Yeah, that actually made sense.
Yeah.
Although I thought it was kind of weird that they kind of hunted down specifically 2 people. It's like, because at that point they didn't really show any sign of intelligence.
That was like really...
That was kind of forced in comparison. So they didn't really set up that...
stretching.
Yeah, because like they didn't really establish that they were kind of that kind of hunting pack kind of thing. They just kind of made like, again, mind the zombies, but amazingly spry.
Yeah, I think that's more of... I think that's just a little left on... Something that was overlooked from the... We better get these kind of zombies in here type phase.
Yeah, that's
obviously went through script writing development.
Yeah, obviously some changes were made. Does anyone else got anything else?
I had one more thought in the closing scene when they made the wall come down. That made me think of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, that thought crossed
coming
my mind.
down. So there are subtle bits of preachiness like that in this movie. But
yeah,
it is fun for the most part.
I thought it was just weird kissing a dead guy. I thought it was a little weird.
Yeah, because he wasn't alive then. He was alive after the kiss.
He came alive after.
The
It's like
kiss brought him back to life.
Necrophilia, romantic.
I actually remember Michael turning to me and saying, "I have ethical issues with this with a kiss," and I was like, "You have ethical issues with them kissing, but you have no problem with him killing Dave Franco?" And he's like, "No, he's an asshole. I hate him."
Okay, I said I didn't like him anyway. You're
Selective morals, party one.
Well, yeah, but that's not necrophilia. I mean, these zombies, you expect them to eat people. You don't expect to make out with them.
I'm actually a little surprised that they never showed another zombie become fully human again.
That's true.
Oh, Marcus was on his way.
Well, yeah, they
He
showed...
has game, too. He spits game. I'm just saying.
Now,
Oh, man, Marcus is a
now
fucking
you're
player.
supposed to say that I'm pretty too.
Marcus!
I'm gonna remember that line.
They started, like, showing them on their way, and they showed, like... They showed them starting to learn, like... When they said, you know, helping them feel again is what's going to change them. Like, they showed the zombie and the guy playing baseball, which I thought was also, like, a really cute scene.
That was, like, the ending was... It was a little cheesy,
Where
but
the,
it was...
the zombie throws the ball, and then the guy picks up and throws it back, he's just like, the second time he catches it, and the zombie smiles, and like...
Yeah, like, stuff like that. Like, there are some really good little moments in this movie. So, like, this is much better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a great movie, but I still enjoyed it more than I thought it was going to.
think...
It was definitely a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say, like, 2 out of 5. But for me, that's average. For me,
I
that's
think
average.
I'd give it a little more of a 3, maybe a 3.5.
I agree.
I hate half stars.
Fair enough.
You only do full.
Well, I don't give scores on this thing anyway, so...
Okay.
You can start if you want to, but I can I'm not saying we're all gonna do it, I'm saying you specifically can do it, just be
All right.
You can be
Okay.
the star holder.
The fucking Chris.
Fucking Chris, rates this 2 out of 5. I feel like doing Stan Marsh trailer voice. Stan Marsh. Fucking Chris gives this movie a 2 out of 5.
I'm not, like, disappointed I saw it, but I paid for 4 people.
Thank you, by the way.
Again, that's because you didn't sit through Hansel and fucking Gretel. Alright.
Oh, hey, you said you would never bring that up.
I didn't say I wouldn't bring it up, I said you're forgiven.
Alright.
Forgiven, but not forgotten.
Exactly. Alright. So, anyone else got any final thoughts?
If you like zombie movies and you want to kill a few hours and
Like an hour and a half.
like
Kill
and you want to kill about an hour and a half, it's fun. I'd say that it's worth one viewing at least.
It's a feel-good, easy-going movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... Given that it is supposed to be, like, this giant studio film, you're gonna see a lot worse coming into this year.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have to see a lot worse. But okay.
You ready for Jack the Giant Slayer, buddy?
Okay, let's talk about
Buddy?
trailers while we're on that. Okay, first one, we kind of walked in right as the trailer started. 2 out of 3 of these trailers, like 2 of them I saw like 5 times now. Because like every fucking movie I've seen so far, like in all of January, has had these 2 trailers. We went for Beautiful Creatures and the one with the witches, which...
I'm glad Jeremy Irons is getting work. I love Jeremy Irons. Like, Dead Ringers is like, oh my god, 2 Jeremy Irons at once? Jesus Christ. At first, I thought it was Heavenly Creatures. I don't know why. It's like they're remaking that old Peter Jackson film. American. Ew. But it just looks stupid.
Yeah, it's like it looks like if Twilight and True Blood had a baby. It's kind of what I can't.
Yeah, it reminded me of True Blood.
I actually like True Blood, but
No.
Twilight can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
It's like Twilight got this atmosphere that every other quasi-supernatural thing, except this movie, thank God.
Thank God for that.
I was really expecting it from the trailers.
Yeah.
So
it
where
was.
were you as
I was
recall?
expecting that. Yeah, I thought it was gonna go for the Twilight crowds. Thankfully, it didn't necessarily.
Yay!
I don't think it's like so much the crowd like with the love story, but just the way that movies are shot and the way that they look.
Yeah.
Is that they all kind of really start looking the same.
The whole
Yeah.
Little bit differences here and
cinematography,
there.
atmosphere stuff.
And then we got one for Die Hard again, which is like the fifth time I've
What
gotten
was the title called again?
Yeah,
Little Day to Die
Hard.
Okay,
So
it didn't
you
even
were-
look like a Die Hard movie.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time,
Neither did.
I was originally not looking forward to this movie, but then I realized it comes out on Valentine's Day, which means either good or bad. It's gonna be the best fucking Valentine's Day I've ever had.
Okay, so tell me what makes the Die Hard sequel the perfect Valentine's Day movie?
It's fucking Die Hard.
And?
That's all you need to know. It's like watching Die Hard every Christmas. Great fucking Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And another trailer we got was for Jack and the Giant Slayer, which, when they showed a clip from it, was like this royal army with green pastures. I couldn't help myself. I said, that looks like Narnia.
It does look like an art. It has Obi-Wan Kenobi in armor.
It looked like.
It has the beast climbing a beanstalk.
Has anybody seen the 10th Kingdom?
A long time ago. That was a miniseries, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alright, this one's again for you guys. But it reminded me of like a high budget 10th Kingdom. I got really excited. Because that 10th Kingdom sucks, but it's a really big guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
And then I saw what was happening. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I know. This
No.
is coming right off of Hansel and Gretel. I was like, Jesus Christ. Can you give me break me these fucking fairy tale movies? Like, I can't wait for the Three Little Pigs to come out. Three Little Pigs, Wall Street.
Aren't they making a Goldilocks movie?
Please tell me no.
I heard something
Damn,
about that.
Little
I-
Red Riding Hood, Goldilocks, what's next? Pinocchio.
I've seen every one of these shitty fairy tale movies.
And there are more to come. Oz, the Great and Powerful, later this year.
Oh, I'm actually looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
I'm looking
too.
forward to
That's
that.
Sam Raimi. I'm willing to give that one a shot.
Yeah. Although when I saw the trailer, when it's like in 3D, and it's like, you forgot your hat! And then
Yeah.
it goes to the screen, I'm like, fuck you.
Obviously, 3D
I think
moment.
3D is overrated.
Yeah.
It depends on what movie.
Some movies can pull it off,
Yeah.
but a lot don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hobbits.
there was another trailer we got, which when I saw the title for it, it just made me shake.
Oh, side effects?
That's so stupid. I have taken medications. I have had side effects, and they have never turned my life upside down like that.
This movie's gonna be a lot of fuel for the new medicine conspiracy tinfoil haircut.
Oh no.
I actually completely forgot about side effects, so I don't know what that
And-
says on the trailer.
But once I saw
That is forgettable and boring, and don't see side effects because
Wait.
it looks stupid.
Wait, Steven Soderbergh's directing it. That guy is talented, but he is not consistent. This will either be like another Sex, Lies, and Videotapes, another Traffic, or this can be like everything else he's done.
Have you guys seen Contagion?
Contagion, yes.
Yes.
I can mean to see it. I have yet to actually
I feel
do
like
so.
it has
Oh yeah,
the
it's
same
from the
feel.
writer, right?
Yeah,
it's from the writer of
feel.
It's
Contagion.
kind of
So-
has the same plot, really.
Yeah, dude.
Now that I think about it.
Like,
Medical conditions, medications.
Quarantine,
Yeah,
all that.
I'm noticing a common theme of motifs here.
But the trailer didn't leave me in like this idea of like, oh, I really want to see this. It left me in like, what did I just watch?
Well,
Yeah, that's
it has
kinda how I
Catherine
felt.
Zeta-Jones,
It,
so
it left me shaking my head and thinking this is stupid and not worth my time.
it's like, well, it has Catherine Zeta-Jones, so that's something.
I have Chicago on DVD. I can get my Catherine
Jude Law in it.
Zeta-Jo-
Maybe
Oh my god,
check
Jude
it out.
Law, you should! Jude
fixed
Law's a handsome
by
man.
watching that.
Except when he's wearing drag. But
I disagree.
Very subjective.
you know what? Whatever your taste, it's good for you. Okay,
right,
so
that's it, right?
I think we're about done here. Anyone else got anything?
I pretty much said it. Fun zombie romantic comedy. Worst seen once.
Okay, now Lava's got plans, so we gotta wrap this up. We'll be back later this week. I'm taking Grant, who ditched us from movie 43, to Bullet to the Head later this week. So,
What she actually volunteered for.
yeah, actually, Eve wanted to see that one, so we're gonna.
Alright.
Hopefully, it won't suck. Either way, it's gonna be better than movie 43. I'm gonna have to make him pay for that at some point. Smurfs 2, here we come.
Oh god.
Hey, you know what? You just give it on me before you 3. I'm gonna take you something worse. Payback is a bitch. I'm kidding. That's kind of. We'll see what happens as the year goes on.
Alright.
I think we're all done here, so see you all next video.
Yeah.
And thank you all for joining me.
Don't forget to subscribe to Michael's channel.
All that jazz.
Yep. And tell your friends about these reviews. More hits, more.
We need a larger audience, is
Post
essentially
them
what we're
on
saying.
Facebook. Post them on Twitter. Post them on Zanga.
Do people still use Zynga?
I used to have a Zanga.
Google Plus, all 3 of you still use
Just don't
that.
put us on those Channel Awesome ripoff sites, please. We don't need that audience.
Hey, I'm on one of those Channel Awesome ripoff sites. Be nice.
That's actually kind of one of my dreams too. Yeah, I'm with you, Michael.
Okay, we're done. See you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye!